Hello everyone, this is Light Shadow, and today we're going to be making a auto dust system with cargo management, namely a large one. So we're going to have 5 of each machine, that way it'll be nice and, well, helpful. So first we're going to set up our power source right here. As you can see, I'm getting out all the stuff. So this chest has basically everything you're going to need. Most of it's measured out, like these cargo nodes, outputs and inputs are measured out. The cargo manager, the flint, and sifted ore, clay, cobble, all these dusts, which are just 5 of each type of dust, and all the machines, which I might not have the top tiers for this recording, but it's all good. The water's for the reactor, so I need to grab that. But okay, so let's see. We'll set it up. We'll set the reactor up right here. So, let's see. Oh, I should have grabbed stuff. One sec. Let me grab something I can use real fast. Has to hold in the water. We'll just do dirt. Dirt's fine. There's no issue with dirt. Okay. Continuing. So you want to get your 3x3 area sectioned off, just like that. So let's get the water going first, and then we can add the reactor to it. Plus that way I can refill my buckets for later. Okay, so plop it in the middle like that. You definitely, before you give it any kind of power, give it reactor coolant cells. I believe I can make a video on how to automate the process for making those if you are in desperate need of them. But yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want this right there. See, there's a very good reason for the positioning. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. So I'm gonna start setting up all the power stuff we'll need. So we're just gonna put down the machines like we normally would, except I'm gonna make it actually look like I tried to make it look nice. So, you know, gigantic difference right there. So all of our electric ore grinders have been set up just like that. And now you want to leave the 2 spaces. See, the 1 space on this side to use your cargo nodes, and the 1 space on this side. And then for the next machine, you'll want a space as well. So you can measure that out by 1, 2, 3, and then put the machines. Just like that. So we'll just get the power set up and everything first, so we'll be able to test it all out right after we get this going. 1, 2, 3. Do you believe that's literally everything we need to have powered? Yep. So we can toss the rest of those, and we'll keep some dirt just for setting up that trash can. Okay, so we're going to have your chest, and we'll just make it at the end of this just so that you can have a nice setup. So we'll have that there. That's where we'll get our cobble. Now you're going to get out your cargo stuff. So another nice thing about the way this is set up actually is it leaves nice spaces for the cargo connectors. Because you need this spot right here for your power, but the spots next to them can be used for connectors. So you can actually make a pretty big system just with this stuff alone. Which, well, is the goal, so. Okay, so you're going to start off with coming over here and getting this cargo manager set up. We'll set it right there. Nice thing about exactly 5 blocks, that means it's good at any of these blocks. See? Look at that. Now, you don't have to have those red particles going. You can just shift, right click, and it'll turn them off. Okay? But I prefer to keep them on for this demonstration so you can see exactly how it works for connecting everything. So we have our normal one, just like in the cargo video from before. Or we'll put our cobble in number 1, and just like that. Now what we want to do is click round robin mode on, because unlike before, we don't have just one of the machine, we have 5. And we want all of them to get equal amounts of cobble. So now, Seeing as we already know we're going to be putting machines well, cargo machines here, we're going to put that connector there, and we'll just put connectors down like this because then it'll go all the way to the back of the machine since there's only the 5. Remember that though, only 5 of each for this pattern. It's a whole other thing if you want to have 6 or more. Well, if you wanted to go in a straight line. Now you could, just for a quick thing, since the power would stay the same, you could go 5 in this direction and the connectors would still have all that good, but that's up to you. Ooh, we're doing just 5 of each machine for this one. So we're going to put our output nodes here. You can see they're all getting connected nicely. Just gotta make sure they're all on channel 1. So just don't change their channel. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You're gonna want your supplies for this, because it's going to have turned that cobblestone into gravel. So, and before I continue, I might not have mentioned you shift right click the nodes and such onto the machines. Okay? So see, shift, right click, 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 click, click. So then you want it on channel 2, and you're going to give it a gravel since you have it whitelisted. And round robin mode, so it'll go into any of these. He's that need it. And continue doing it the same way on each until you have all of them set up. And remember to double check them. You do not want to have to come back and find that something messed up. It might be, for instance, sending the gravel back here to be turned into flint. That's never fun. Oh, we are making the version of the system that gets rid of flint and clay, but I will show you how to also keep either one or both. Oof, but that'll be in just a little bit. So shift, right click all these output nodes on here. So another nice thing is if you have an advanced output node, you can really make use of the fact that you can specify exactly what you want going into them. For instance, just as a little thing, you could have a blacklisted setup where, let me see, let me come over here. Say this was a blacklist, then, and I didn't put that cobble in there. Then the thing that you could do would be it would send any items from that chest into whatever it is as long as you don't have them blacklisted. So the advanced output nodes would be awesome in the fact that you could decide exactly which places those things would be going. And since you could whitelist certain items to be allowed into those spots. Very helpful for grinders and such. Alright, so now that we have it, so the gravel is going into here and becoming clay, and of course flint and sifted ore, we're going to put all these input nodes on. Oh, the setup I typically do only takes you up to channel 6 out of 16 channels, so you can always use the same cargo system and just connect it with some connectors if you're going to make something else nearby, which I can demonstrate a little bit later. So this will be channel 3, remember that. And now round robin road mode is not actually needed for this one, and you'll see why in a little bit. But you'll want to put 1 flint, 1 clay, and 1 sifted ore in each of these, okay? Just like so. Just keep doing that. Doesn't have to be any particular order for how you put the free in. Just remember you put it on channel free first. If you forget to put one of these in, then it's going to clog in the thing, so that becomes problematic. If you've been washing off various things of gravel and such to get your sifted ore, or then you'll have already noticed that you get plenty of clay and flint, so this shouldn't be too taxing resources wise. Now you might have noticed I kept an extra one of each by the way I made it to the end of the row, well by the time, and that's because of this next chest we're setting up, just like so. Now we're going to need one more connector, I think, maybe just one more. At most we'll need one outside of this, but I think we'll be good with just this one. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, that should be good. So we're going to have the output for channel 3 right here, and you can get a basic idea if I float up real quick. This is the basics of the space you'll need, so it's not too big as you can see. Here at least it's not as bad as it could be. So your clay, your flint, and your sifted ore are all gonna go into this chest. Now comes the interesting part. If you want a trash can, well, you can't right-click anything of the nodes onto a trash can, so you have to set them up previously. So that dirt block right there, that's where the trash can's gonna be. So right-click your output node onto the dirt block. You can have it set up now. Just remember to set up the output node to the correct channel, or for instance, if I'd left down channel 1, it would start sending all the cobble into this trash can, which would not be good, or at least it would have sent most of the cobble. So we're going to place one input node here for channel 4. So to put it basically for the trash can, you put in the clay. That means all the clay's gonna go away, but the flint will stay in that nice chest there. Or you put the flint in instead of the clay, same thing. Clay stays in chest, flint goes bye-bye. But we're gonna do the version that gets rid of both. And then we're gonna go on this side with another input node for channel 5, just like so. Put one sifted ore into that, and we can actually get all going into these. Just like so. Just remember to put them all on channel 5. There is also the fact that I can show you in a bit how to set it up so that you can actually have it also auto sort everything into specific chests. Just so you know. I can cover that in another video if wanted. It's not too complicated though, but I might have already covered it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so as you can see, it will now be making the various dusts, which of course I still need to grab out of here. Here we go, all of our various dusts. So this part, you don't technically need to have some of every dust, it's just easier in my opinion. I mean, technically you could blacklist the stuff, but that doesn't always work as well as the whitelist. So you want these on channel 6, just like that. And you're going to put one of each dust in here. Okay? And you're just going to do that for each and every one of these. There we go, that's one. And also, you don't need round robin code for this. Oh, and that reminds me. For this one right here, we need to remember to put the round robin mode for the sifted ore one, otherwise it might just send it namely to just one of these. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? Well, unless that's your design, in which case, good job. So we're just gonna keep putting in these dusts, just like so. Isn't it fun to get this stuff figured out and actually know what you're doing? I know it took me forever to figure this all out, contrary to what might be popular belief. But yeah, I used to not be good at this stuff, but hey, we can all improve if we work hard. There we go. So it's just getting all of them to channel 6, so it can take a while to get this all set up, but if you want a big dust system, it's really worth it. I would suggest, if you can afford it, to make them all the highest tier available machines-wise, just for maximum speed. But that's just my thoughts on it. I have tier 2 dust washers, tier 2 gold pans, and tier 2 electric, well, yeah, I have tier 2 electric ore grinders, so. Okay, as you can see, that's pretty much everything set up except the last final little detail. We want a chest, yeah? So we'll put this one here since we have the space for it, and put our final output node right there and make it for channel 6. So all that dust is going to go right in there, and you can see it is all connected. It just as foretold. Ta-da! Now, a nice little thing you can do if you want to stack the chests is you could put a connector right here. Just like that. And connectors go up 5 blocks, so you could technically just put up 5 more chests besides this one on top and put output nodes going up on this side. And they could all be receiving the dust. Just a little thing. I thought you guys like to know about that. Okay, so we're going to grab some of our cobble, which is upstairs, so you get to see my base again. Woo! Namely my brewery, which I can cover in a different video. Though, it's not slime fun, so... Don't know if you guys would actually want to see me doing that. But anyway, so as long as you remember which chest is your cobble one, which I suggest you use a sign for, label which chest is the cobble one and which one's the dust one. And if you're going to keep your clay or flint, label the chest as well. So let's toss our cobble in here. So you can see it's already going to take a bunch of the cobble right away. See, look at that. It took all that cobble, because since there's 5 of these, that means it can take 10 stacks at a time. So it's going to be all going through the system, and since the tier 2 electric ore grinders are actually the highest tier, that gravel's going to be pumped out real fast. And then these gold pans will be getting it and turning it into everything needed. So if you look in here, look how much dust has already been made. Like, wow, we even have one silver already. Oh, an iron dust just appeared. But look at that, look how quick it is. And now officially I have one of every dust inside here and counting. But see how quick that is? And to save on lag, turn all that off. But ta-da! Now, I think, you know what, I'll do this next video, but just so you guys know, I'm going to be showing you how to set up an auto cobble generator here with a miner android. Wait, next video. Oh, Slimefun Guides videos anyways. Well, that would be how you set up your big dust system with cargo management. Hope this video helps you guys. Oh, and power-wise, if you're on the surface, I would suggest using energized solar generators if you have them. That way you could surround your energy regulator with those and they'd be giving you power 24/7. And as long as you put them without any objects right above them. Okay? That's the main thing to remember. Conserve power. I use this reactor because of how far underground we are, so I'm not going to see the live day anytime soon. But yeah. Alright, that's it for this video, everybody. Remember to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more content. And please, say suggestions for things you'd like me to do videos on. Especially slime fun guides and such. That's because I could always use ideas for new ones. Well, this is Light Shadow, signing out.